Hey, what's going on, everybody? What are you doing? Did you like that? I took a deep breath. I'm live on the internet. I'm sitting here on the floor. This is my couch back here. Um, I feel like the camera just puts like a lot of like, I don't know, like weight on my face. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, do I look, or is it the beard? Or is it the beard? Or is it the fact that I got my hair cut like tighter? I don't know. I just feel like now that I've been doing these live videos, I feel like, I don't know, a little self-conscious. Is that just the way it is? I don't know. But anyway, I'm sitting on the floor because I had some conference calls today. I'm not doing hair anymore. I retired, right? So for like a year, I've just been doing like fun stuff with people. So sometimes I have to dress up, right? On conference calls, and I have to put a nice shirt on. This shirt is a little wrinkly because I just don't iron much anymore, but it is a nice shirt. It's, I think, a Calvin Klein. Not that there's anything wrong with a non-Calvin Klein shirt, but it's a good shirt. It's a comfy shirt. It's got really cool, like, look at this. Look at the pattern. Isn't that cool? It looks like confetti, potpourri, a cornucopia of patterns, flashing lights on my shirt. Anyway, so I was thinking today. I was thinking, so I went to go get the mail, and because I can do that, because I didn't have to be at any office today. So I take a little lunchtime, 15 minutes, and walk to get the mail. I want to get some sun. A lot of good sun. There's some sun coming in right there. Right. I want to get some sun. I'm sitting on the floor. Why? Because I just want to sit on the floor right now and lean on my couch. I'm in between, should I go to sleep? Or should I work out, get some energy expend some energy? Is that the right way to say it? I'm in between, but anyway, so back to my point. So I'm walking and I'm thinking because this is the third day in a row I've gone live on the internet, or maybe fourth. Maybe fourth. I'm excited because I'm trying to go live. I'm trying to go live on a daily basis and talk to my friends, my people. I used to have thousands of people on Facebook, like 6,000 or something. It was crazy. And instead I have like 75 or something. I don't know. I cut down like 700 or something, I think. I don't know. Too many people still. Hey, there's Sally, my cousin. Hey, I didn't trim you out. Okay, you're still one of my Facebook friends. I've trimmed so many people out, right? People I just didn't really care about. So in my personal life, I was trying not to put it out there on the internet because a lot of people just, they get all weird when they get into your personal life. Anyway, so I'm walking, right? And I'm thinking, I want to go live again today, but I want to say something funny. I want to say something clever. I want to entertain the people. Anybody who's going to take some time to watch this, I want to entertain them, right? And I'm trying to think of some funny stuff that goes on, because I always have like funny things that go on in my world, right? My world's weird. It's not typical. So I thought about a few things. I thought about some articles I read that made me laugh. The articles, because it was a serious article, but it made me laugh, just the way they wrote it. I was thinking about a few things, and I thought, you know what? I want to say that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'll be misunderstood. Then I thought, well, I want to say this, and I thought, well, maybe people won't think it's as funny as I think it's as funny. They might get offended. And then a few more ideas rattled around, and then it just really dawned on me. You know what? Nobody has any sense of humor. You can't talk about anything on the internet at all. Nothing. You can't talk about anything for fear that someone's going to misunderstand what you say. There's no sense of humor. Nobody has sense of humor. And honestly, I don't have any thoughts that I'm concerned with. Like, I really don't have thoughts that could be misconstrued. I mean, I know that sounds egotistical, but I don't live in that world where like I have a lot of hang-ups about things. Live and let live. It's whatever. But even people like me who don't have any hangups, those are the people that people want to try to find a thing that they can make a thing about a thing. This world needs to get funny again. Nothing's funny. Nothing's funny anymore. Maybe that's why I'm sitting on my floor, leaning on my couch, trying to decide, should I just go to sleep? Should I just go to sleep after having such a great day? I don't know. Anyway, nothing's funny anymore, but I mean, I hope, I hope that I hope that you had a great day and that you find something funny in your world. Because I was having a good laugh. Like I was reading this article and it was just, it wasn't an article about anything funny, but the way that whoever they interviewed was saying some stuff that was just funny when you put it in the context of the interview, right? Or the context of the situation. And I'm reading and I'm like, this would be a funny thing to talk about because this is making me laugh the way that, famous last words kind of stuff, But anyway, I just realized, hey, I don't know. I'm just not gonna worry about the fact that the world does not have a sense of humor. I think I'm funny, but it doesn't matter what I think because right now everything is a thing. So I don't know. My thought is like, maybe we should all just have a sense of humor and really get back to the days where, it was fun to be funny and it doesn't have to always be so serious. And I really like the fact that my cousin Sally just commented, she said, I'm super funny. See, that's funny. That's funny that you wrote, I'm super funny. That's funny. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I don't try to hurt anybody either. Your comment says, I just don't try to hurt people with my words. I agree with that. I mean, and that's why, sometimes if I think something's funny in my mind, the way that I read the thing, it might not come across as funny to certain people. And, I don't have time to have my life interrupted by, I don't know, being misconstrued, But, yeah, that's just kind of my thought is like, hey, it's this world needs to be funny again. We need some funny stuff, I was on Twitter yesterday, and I should probably get off Twitter, but Twitter is interesting. And there's a rapper, DMX, who I guess overdosed. He's got a drug problem, apparently. And he overdosed. And so on Twitter, the big mystery is, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just being factual, is he really on life support or not? Because apparently there's nobody that really knows, and people are coming out and talking for the family. And so that's interesting to me that nobody really knows. I mean, apparently he's on life support. I mean, that's not funny, but it's definitely sad. I have a hard time feeling bad for celebrities, though. Sorry, not that I don't feel bad that someone's on life support because they OD'd. That's a bad thing. I mean, people have struggles. But I mean, are we all supposed to sit around and be like, hey, feel bad for somebody that squanders, fame and fortune and money? I'm not the kind of person that really feels bad for celebrities that do interesting things to themselves. So anyway, so I'm on Twitter, and there's I follow a news personality in another town. I forget it, maybe Seattle. And she tweets something. She tweeted a lyric, a DMX lyric. If you don't know who DMX is, he's a rapper. He was famous like 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And he's famous for rapping with this very gruff, tough, thick sounding voice. Just that's the best way I can say it. Like real heavy, like, growl, DMX is, that's true. That is true, Sally. People will know I'm not trying to mean any harm. That is true. But you never know. So anyway, so DMX, tough guy, kind of a tough guy rapper. And so he did some reality shows and he, kind of showed his sensitive side, right? On these reality shows, right? Reality shows just break you down. And so he apparently has had a drug problem for a while. So he ODs and unfortunately he's in the hospital. So this news personality on Twitter writes, she takes one of his lyrics and tweets it on top of the story, right? Retweets it. And she was trying to be funny with the lyric, but not really being funny. Like, I don't know if she thought it through, right? And somebody, obviously, without any picture on their Twitter account, like a troll, that's what a troll is, somebody that doesn't really have a face on their Twitter account. They stay anonymous so they could say whatever they want, right? Starts to troll this news person and call her terrible names, saying that she's insensitive to the fact that he struggled with a drug problem and she should be more sensitive to the fact that DMX is on life support. I'm not laughing about that. I'm just laughing that this news personality took it really serious. No judgment on her. But she began to retweet it and try to apologize to this anonymous person with 15 followers. I've got 6,000, a little under, or maybe 2,500. See how I embellished. But I have more than her, I think. But anyway, I mean, I don't know. It's just, and this person got a rise out of this newspaper, and then she deleted the tweet, and then the person took a copy of it. It's just, and this was Easter morning. I'm like, this is Sunday morning, was it? Or was it Saturday morning? Maybe it was Saturday. But I'm just like, these people don't matter that are so anonymous. They don't matter. They don't matter. Why even kowtow? Is that how you say it? Kowtow. Am I saying that right? Somebody can help me. Why cower to people that aren't brave enough to put their picture on the internet? This is what we do. But anyway, my point is that she thought it was funny. He was supposed to check himself before he wrecked himself. Well, he definitely, who knows, Sally, if he's wrecked himself. The thing is no one really knows, is he really on life support or not? But it's interesting to me that she was even trying to be funny, but entertaining. She's a news personality, and this person this person even called her a pig. I thought that was way unbelievably disgusting. This person and just was calling her names, disgusting names, because they didn't like the fact that they thought that she was making fun of his drug addiction. So that's where we're at. We're at a place in this world where you can't talk about, something that we should be able to talk about and have a conversation about without being insulted and without being maligned or attacked. Now, I'm not trying to say it's going to change. I'm not trying to I don't know. I'm not trying to change the world with this Facebook Live. I'm just trying to say it's hard to be funny now. It's hard to find anything. It's hard to just no one can have a personality without it being misconstrued. I'm so glad I'm not a stand-up comedian and that's the way I make my money. It would be so hard probably to write any kind of material. It's unbelievable. Everybody is so sensitive about everything. But that's life. And even in your personal life, we all have people that are sensitive. They say they're not, but then, when the chips are down, maybe they're keeping score. You never know. It's really tough these days to let your guard down. It really is. I mean, I don't have the answer. I don't have any answers. All I know is I'm just going to wear this really dope shirt. Look at that. And it looks good on me. Let's be honest. Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. This shirt looks good on me. But anyway, hey, I just wanted to say, hey, you know what? I wanted to take, maybe you're watching this at the end of your workday and you're like, you know what? People have no sense of humor. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you. The baby's good, by the way. Thank you. People have no sense of humor. And it's hard to be funny when you're afraid of being funny. And not that I'm funny at all. I like to really live life, with a smile. I like to have fun. Life's not easy. Life is most definitely not easy. And unfortunately, this world is a competition. Everybody's competing, and it's tough. It's tough to keep friendships and even relationships strong because people are just so busy competing with each other. Have you ever been in a relationship where the person's competing with you? I'm not talking about my last relationship by any stretch of anyone's imagination at all. But I've had situations in the past where I've had people close to me and they're competing. Like, I didn't realize that it's a competition, but that's unfortunate that that's life. But anyway, hey, I've been rambling. If you even hung in here to watch this, I love you. And a lot of you are probably like relatives or really close friends because I've really trimmed my Facebook down. I really have because it's just I really had a lot of random people. And obviously in the last year with pandemics and politics and just personalities going wild on the internet, everybody, it just becomes a lot of noise and social media, sorry, gotta move my lips, dry lips. Social media becomes a minefield, and it really is not just a minefield as far as like what you might actually respond to, but it's a minefield in your head. It mucks up your head. And I know it's ironic that I'm talking about mucking up my head on the internet when I'm actually contributing to that muck right now by posting a video. But I don't know. It's just, I just think the world needs to just find a sense of humor, find something funny, and just enjoy being funny again. So anyway, yeah, I know. Thank you for the comments. You think I should be a politician? That is really nice of you. Why not? Let's do it. Let's run me for something that actually I've got my share of problems, God knows. I don't know. Honestly, me running for a public office. I have a friend, and Brett, and he's really great. He's a great guy. Thank you very much. I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like the fact that you want me to run for public office. He's a great guy, and he's been in politics for years, and I met him way back. I used to blog. Most of you may not know this, but I used to write blogs years ago, and I had a blog that was very successful and did really well. And then in the first, like when the economy crashed in '08, so did my life, and that business went away. And then things changed. It was before apps and smartphones became a thing. I know, right? That sounds like I'm really old, but I'm super young. But I used to do blogging and stuff like that. And anyway, I met him, and I follow him on Facebook. I support him. He's running for Assembly, I think, right now. He's running for Assembly, and he's brilliant, and he's a really great guy. He's a really awesome guy and has done a lot of things for me. So I try to support him. So I guess almost lost it. I guess your arm gets tired when you're doing all this. I guess what I'm trying to say, and I don't want to cover up my mic, is that I try to support people that I like as people, right? Not necessarily like getting completely involved in their politics, because that's just a slippery slope. But I do I do enjoy rooting for people that are all in on being real, right? Let's see here. Michaela says the world has lost its mind. Yeah, yeah. The world, yeah, and that's what I'm kind of talking about is that the world. Whoop, whoop. Oh, hold on here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hold on. Sorry, guys. What did I do here? I switched my camera. My bad. Sorry, I switched my camera. I was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm trying to read the comments. Yeah, what I was saying is I like to support people who are real people, right? I know, right? You got to see my laptop and what was going on here. And my book. You see my book. Here's my book. It's my Edward Snowden book. I have to finish this. I have so many books. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like seven packages of books this high over here by the fireplace. You like my carpet? I just shampooed this carpet. That's going to be a whole nother video. My carpet shampoo experience. Anyway, so this book, Edward Snowden's book, is really great. It's a really amazing book. See, I've only read so much. I watched the movie, but I started the book before the movie. It's really great. This will freak you out. If you're worried about being spied on by the government, don't read this book. People have told me that in the past. I'm going to be honest. People have told me you should run for some kind of public office. I've heard that a lot. Wait, who was that on there? Edward Snowden. Who was that on there? This is Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden, he's the guy that exposed during Obama's administration. He snuck in. Yeah, Snowden. Yep, he snuck in. You probably know the story. With some sort of a flash drive and he did steal them, technically, all these secrets and put them on the internet. And now he's in Russia because if he comes back, they'll put him in jail forever. Or they might execute him for treason. Long story. Bad story, but a long story. Anyway, I've had people have asked me like, hey, you should run, but because they hear me talk about things but it's they say I have a political mind. I think I just have a mind that's more geared to human nature and understanding the game of power. And that's a whole nother podcast, a whole nother video. But the game of power is a legitimate game, and most people play it in this world, and most people don't realize that it's being played. Whole nother subject. Everything's all about power in this world. And so I just kind of like to point that out. I'll have conversations with people about these things, and I'll say, yeah, this person's doing that, and this is going on, and then that person will say, wow, you have a mind for it. You should be in politics. And I'm like, well, I don't know about that because honestly, I'm just so busy living life. I don't know if I could run for public office, and like actually commit to it, commit to running because, I don't know a whole lot about those things, but I do know some people that do it. And I know it's a full-time gig. It's consumes you as a person. So anyway, so back to that. Yeah, I'm not planning or looking to run for any public office. Honestly, like life is so good. I'm having so much fun just doing what I do that I think that would interrupt my fun to run for office. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe, I'll get, maybe 65, maybe I'll turn 70. Maybe I'll turn 70 and then, not tomorrow, but maybe when I turn 70, like, in like 20 years or something like that, 25 years, something like that, I will kick it around. So anyway, so, this is me, raw and unfiltered, just hanging out, sitting on the floor in my nice shirt, just thinking about life. But thanks for hanging in there. What am I doing? What am I doing at the moment? Nothing. Like, what am I doing in my life? Oh, I'm having a lot of fun. Well, first of all, I'm doing nothing right now. I was eating chocolate-covered raisins earlier. Unfortunately for me, I put most of that bag down, and I'm a little concerned about that. I did retire from hairdressing. I did retire from hair, but I have some other things that I do that I do. And, I enjoy that. I do well doing that, and I enjoy it in the sense that I'm happy with the results of the fruits of my labor, so my labors. But yeah, yeah, maybe I'll get older and wiser. I'm so full of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. Why did I retire, Missy? You knew I retired? You knew I retired. Missy asked me, okay, in general, why did I retire? One reason, it's a good question. That's a good question. Honestly, at the time, well, I'm always being honest. At the time, I retired because it was before the pandemic. I retired because I wanted to put more of myself into my personal life. I was feeling like I was so wrapped up in business and, doing my thing and branding myself and all those things that I was losing myself a little bit. I know you did, but why? Okay. Yeah, I was losing myself a little bit. And I couldn't focus. Look, you know this as much as anyone. I feel like that. I mean, but some people can do this, but I feel like certain businesses and maybe the way I do it. I'm not blaming the hair business. I think it's hard. Those certain businesses are hard on relationships, and they're hard on your personal life because you have to really put everything into it to be successful. Sorry, I almost dropped the phone. Because it's demanding and branding and late hours and weekends and all that, right? The sacrifice. And I really wanted to kind of focus on my family, essentially, in my personal life. And my daughter was moving to Los Angeles, and that was a big deal too for me. I was wanting to be more connected to her as a dad and just to be a better dad and a better, partner and all those things. So that was one. And two, I had some other opportunities that came up that were really good, and I had to make a choice with my time. It was really difficult. Before I became a hairdresser, I was doing some other things, and so I have a different skill set in a different industry. And so I was kind of living in two worlds for a while there. And then, so there were some other opportunities. And then the third reason was I felt like physically, I developed some serious arthritis problems in my shoulders, and something I didn't really talk about. And it was getting very difficult to do a lot of the shoulder stuff. Am I a spy? No, but I look as good as James Bond. So I was developing shoulder problems, and so I'm very secretive. It's the internet. Why tell everybody everything? It keeps you asking questions. And so and then I had some shoulder issues. And so physically, and my plan was at a certain age, me personally, when I got into hair later, because it was my second career, my thought was, I want to not be behind the chair at a certain age. I wanted to do more. I wanted to transition. I figured, there'd be an expiration date on that, and there definitely was. I had also developed some leg issues, some foot issues, like plantar fasciitis, actually, earlier in my career. And so I did a lot of therapy to beat that. And I can stand on my feet for hours now, but before it was really difficult. So there you go. That's kind of it. And then the pandemic kicked in, and man, we all know how tough that was. So I was going in another direction. And I wasn't thinking pandemic. I'm being honest. I retired right before that. So that is what happened to me. Good questions. Thanks for asking them. If you're joining this late, the reason why I got on it, I was talking about how today I was trying to be funny. Thank you, Missy. Missy is an inspiration. You are a total inspiration to me. An inspiration. And I really respect you greatly. Highly respect you. So I was talking about how I was going to go live, and I was trying to think of something funny. I'm sitting on my floor, by the way, if you're wondering. Sitting against my couch, which is a thing I do. It's a weird thing I do. I don't know, because I'm not grown up, let's be honest. I'm just a kid. I'm not grown up. So it's my way of not growing up is sitting on the floor. And I'm leaning against my couch, right, and just relaxing. So I was talking about how I want to go live. I want to go live every day. I want to get back into it. If I'm not live on Facebook, I'm live on Instagram, and so I'm reposting them. I'll post if like this is a Facebook Live. I'm gonna save it and post it to Instagram so those folks see it. You are welcome. And I was just talking about how I was trying to, I was trying to be funny. I was thinking about what's going to be funny today because I want to go live and be entertaining, right? I want to be clever, right? And I was having a hard time being clever because I was thinking everything is not funny anymore. That was my thing. No, you can't really be funny without, stubbing your toe on someone's feelings. And even saying that makes people mad. If you now here's the thing. If you say, "Oh, I don't want to tell you what I'm thinking because I don't want to say it wrong or I don't want to offend someone," then people are offended by the fact that you don't want to offend them. It's unbelievable. Like it's unbelievable to me. I was watching some podcasts this weekend while I was actually it was yesterday. After Easter, I came back. I got some sun, dropped the top down. Actually, I got burnt. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will not, I won't offend on this, but I offended my skin because I burnt it a little bit. Look at that. It's hard to like look at my skin in this, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, see? My skin is offensive so anyway, I was listening to a few podcasts. One of them was interesting. I listened to a podcast with Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen 3 years ago was diagnosed with HIV. I think it was about 3 years ago. And he decided to go through recovery and be sober because he had been obviously an alcoholic and a drug addict for quite some time. And he was talking about that everything is clicks. Everything is clickbait. He was sober. He was on a sober podcast. He's been sober for a year. And it was a really interesting podcast. He was talking about his career. It was like an hour and a half. I was doing some stuff around the house and working on my office. I have a home office here in my home. And I was putting things together and just kind of like listening to the podcast. And it was really interesting. He was talking about how everything is for clicks now. Nothing is real. Nothing is real news. Everything's clicks now. And this is from a guy who, is very interesting, and he lived a really wild life. And, whether you take it or leave it, whether you think he's legitimate or not, or if he's really sober or not, really, it's not anybody's business. I mean, he's a celebrity, is what it is. It's a different world. But I thought it was really interesting because that is so true, because everything is just for clicks. Everything's for views. It's not even about facts anymore. You watch Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is incredible. I used to watch a lot of Rogan, but it's tough because it's a commitment. A lot of these podcasts are such a commitment to listen to them. You have to be doing something, or you can watch them later on. But so anyway, the world is about clicks, and even in this last, pandemic situation, it's funny because, okay, this made me laugh yesterday. Or was it this morning? I thought, okay, we changed over governments, right? Administrations. And everybody talked about, okay, it's going to be a mask mandate. You're going to wear double masks and everything's masks. Right? Once there's a new administration, you're going to mask up, you motherfucker. Sorry. I mean, that was the thing, right? You're going to mask yourself up, baby. You don't believe in a mask? Well, you're going to have a mask on your eyes, right? And I was just like, and everything I'm seeing on the internet now, you couldn't find a mask on a person. If there were Zorro, there's no masks on anybody. It's unbelievable. And it's all the people. I feel like that. Now, look, I believe in masks. Hey, mask me up, man. Vaccinate me. It's all good. I'm not against it at all. I'm pro-mask, of course, but I just thought it's really funny because everybody was like, oh, we're going to take this serious. We're going to take this serious, right? We're going to mask you up. We're going to mandate a mask on you. There's no mask. There's no mask on it. It's just, and it's not even about the vaccine. It's great. We're getting vaccinated. I need to get mine. I guess in the 15th, because I'm too young for this. So apparently I have to wait till the 15th to get vaccinated in California. I'm a young guy. So I get mine on the 15th. But it's just really hilarious to me. It's like, okay, people, and just, it's like, now we don't talk about it. The media, and I'm not, not going to jump on that bandwagon, but look, I have to say, it's really rare that I see a story like I used to see before the changeover. Everybody was, it was just, you know what I'm saying? So it's really interesting to me that just nothing's funny now. Like, it used to be, people on a plane didn't wear a mask, they'd make a thing of it. Like, now it's just like everybody's doing their thing, man. But anyway, look, I'm glad we're getting vaccinated. And I'm glad people are feeling better. I'm glad people are healthy. Look, I just want good. I want an internet full of cats and lollipops and babies doing tricks. I want Easter Bunny stuff. I want good stuff. I want good stuff. I don't know. I could just keep going on forever. For the few close individual friends that are watching this, I love you. Thank you. This has been fun. This has been fun. I hope this has been fun for you. If you have a chance to watch this, I'll be posting this at Jason J. Daniel on Instagram. I lost my mind there for a second. I'll post it on Instagram, like Instagram TV, because you can't do live. You can do live on Instagram now, but you can't. You got to post it to Instagram TV or something. It's really weird. Ashley, how are you? Ashley, I haven't talked to you in like 1,000 years, man. I love you. You, like, there's so many people that I knew in my hair world or like my life when I started that I fell in love with these people. And then, like, you get out of hair school, you're doing your thing. You don't see them. You never see them. They move or they do their thing or they're, really successful. And so I love you. Thank you. Everybody contributed to me being successful at all. Everyone contributed to me. Like, even the people that didn't like me contributed. Because that just fueled my fire, man. It fueled my fire to just be good. So let me see here. Michaela says, am I saying that right? Michaela or is it Michaela? I guess did I just say it the same way twice? She says, I won't be taking the vaccine. Yeah, I think it's a personal choice. I think that currently where it's at. I mean, thank you, Ashley. You're amazing. I had so much fun with you. There were inspirational moments. Ashley, you inspired me. There were moments where you really inspired me because at Paul Mitchell in hair school, it was really touchy-feely. We got a chance to like do kumbayas and stuff and like a lot of hugging, a lot of crying and stuff. And it really changed me. It really did. Now, okay, so back to the vaccine. Like let's think about the flu shot. Like I get the flu shot and people used to tell me that it made them sick and that the flu shot was not, that it was like a placebo. And, I got to say, I never got sick when I got the flu shot. And then there was a few years where I forgot to get it because I'd have to go in to get it. I said it right, Michaela. All right, Michaela, yay. Thank you. I love this. I love reading the comments. And so then people would be like, it's just in your head. But I didn't get sick. If you're joining late, I'm sitting on my floor in a nice shirt, but I'm wearing shorts. Okay. Because I had to do some video calls. This shirt's dope. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the detail on that shirt. It's a cornucopia, a plethora of potpourri on my shirt. Anyway, so, but then like 2 years, I forgot to get it because the flu shot's something you pretty much got to go request. And I didn't get sick. So, but I've always been a guy, and all of us hair people, I have to switch hands here because I don't want to block my mic. But all of us hair people can attest to this. And this is why we should have been running the state of California, is we do more sanitation than any of these people ever did. And the fact that they were saying it came out of a hair salon or hair salons were, irresponsible was just one of the biggest lies that could have been propagated on us. Now, I'm going to be honest about that because it's my tribe. I'm going to be honest. The hair, service industry, beauty, that is my tribe. That was annoying. That was annoying that they tried to blame us and they tried to crush our industry. So if you like making money in your industry, then you will in the future, this is what I tell people, you will vote for people who will not destroy your life or your business. That's your choice. That's your choice. And if you need more evidence than what happened to your pocketbook, if you were in our business, to register and to make sound decisions with your vote, if that wasn't good enough for you, then I don't know what to tell you, but it's all about that. I vote with my pocketbook. I also like gas prices to be low. Anyway, so back to I need some water, some Gatorade. Back to the flu shot or the vaccine. I can't lie. I'm going to be honest. I cannot tell a lie. It makes me a little nervous. It makes me nervous. But going out and eating at Denny's makes me nervous. Going outside to get my mail makes me nervous. If I'm getting a Gatorade out of the fridge, I'm like, did I sanitize my fridge? Everything makes me nervous. Actually, I want to be honest with you guys. And I'm sober. So I know what I'm doing here. I actually had to go to the hospital recently because I had a stress attack. Right? So this is why you join my live, so you can hear the secrets. Yeah, so I, go through a lot. My personal life got a little rowdy and, pandemic, we're just so much stress right now, right? And I think I handle things pretty good emotionally, right? I just power through problems. Nothing stops me. So I was having some I was having some issues with my body. It was like, and I went to the hospital and they were like, yeah, you're pretty much having a stress attack. Right? Yeah. I've never had a panic attack. Like, never. And I didn't know what that was like. And it's basically your body physically manifesting the stress that's in your nervous system or in your head, I'm doing great now. I got checked out. They checked me out, right? That was the benefit of that, is getting checked out. And I was nice to get checked. I mean, I usually do my annual, but I got checked out. So why did I bring that up? Because, we're not perfect. Life is crazy. Like, look, we all on Instagram, we're working really hard to post these really cool photos of ourselves. But we're freaking out on the inside. We're just normal human beings. We're just flesh and blood human beings trying to get through this. And that was the whole point of my live today was we just need to have some fun and we need a sense of humor. I love these comments 3 times. Okay, yeah, so some people get sick from the flu shot. Some people say they do, they don't. I never got sick from it. I think one time I got the flu shot, the next day I felt like my head was hurting, but the new shot scares you, Yeah, I mean, look, it is interesting to me. Look, these are the things that make me think. It's interesting to me that it takes usually 10 years to get a vaccine through a trial. It took 10 months for this one. So either our politics are shattered and they're fractured and our politics make it tough for us to get science to do its thing, or science is better than it used to be, or we just, got lucky. Who knows? Who knows? But I mean, I'm talking to you through a piece of plastic and wires. I'm knocking at it now, right? Well, I just turned it around. Well, there it is. There's my Snowden book. I actually have a phone set up. Did you see that? I actually have a phone here. Because I actually talk to people, humans. I'm talking to you through plastic and wires. It's magic. It's magic, and I'm sober. This is a sober thought. It's magic. Imagine if, I was transplanted to a different time, like in the past, 100 years from now, and I have this little box here talking to people. They would say it's magic. So we're living in a time of magic anyway, so. You guys are awesome. Thank you for keeping me talking. If you stayed through this, much love to you. I guess I'm going to go work out. I'm probably going to shoot some baskets. The window's open right here. My patio's right here. Right? Nothing going on out there. I'm going to catch some rays today as the sun's going down. Got a couple hours of sunlight and enjoying life. But hey, thanks for hanging in. And try to have some fun. My advice is try to look for something that's fun. Try to help somebody find their sense of humor, because we kind of need that. So take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the questions. It's been fun. I'm going to finish my live. Talk to you soon.